Neat. How are you guys? Morning, good morning. Welcome. Go. Nice up right here. Now, guys, I've been waiting for you. Yes, the times have changed. That's the difference. That's the problem. So in 5 minutes, we got London Open. So, time zones have changed over here. A little different. That's good now. We already had Frankfurt Open 5 minutes ago. But yeah, welcome. We're back at it again. Remember, winter times have changed. It's the first day of the month, so be careful. Don't do any stupid things. No. So let's go deeper into it. We have to analyze right now what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks of this monthly open candle, and see where our bias is going to be. Now, on the monthly candle, you can see that we have closed bullish, but we did reject away from this resistance. We're gonna count that wick to body ratio. The body is around $26 around that. To the upside, we have a wick of around $30, which shows us that price is showing a little bit of rejection. Now on the weekly candle closure, we have to go down on the weekly. We have a bearish candle closure, which is also rejecting to the upside again. Also, it has a wick to the downside, but that's not that bad because it's still closed bearish with a rejection wick up top, right? So now it's good for us to start going deeper into the time frame right now, to see where price might head towards. On that monthly time frame, we have a support created here around 53. 53, you know from the past, 52, 53 is a very important zone. So we're gonna look now in the 4-hour or weekly time frame, to see if we can put that a little bit more on point. You can see over here how important that zone is. Multiple taps at this area. Put the annotation screen over here and see why this is important. We have that was really blind. We have a rejection over here. We have a resistance created over here with also some rejection right here. Channels didn't make it over here. Pushed through over here. Came back up. Created resistance. Continued further again. Rejected away from it. Rejected away from it. And then have a support created on top of it. So we have an important zone over here we have to be careful for. Selling gold from 83, stop loss 85, take profit 70, 78. Yeah, me too. But I'm already in from the top. Okay, she's dumping. My entry was a bad entry. That is shit entry. Been way better. But it's okay. It's the best to not trade today. That's it. That's the best thing. But that's gonna be our weekly buys, and a weekly buys is gonna be bearish based on a monthly, as we can see with the rejection. It is 50-50, but because price rejected away from that resistance, I'm looking for the first weeks maybe for sells. Now the one thing is though, is that we did close above this area, which is bad, but also not bad, and I'll explain that later. A daily time frame, we can see why it's not always that bad. We have this area over here. You look over here on this area, which is very, very clear. We can see, put our annotation on, we can see that we have these highs over here created. And once we started coming down from here, we pushed back up, made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Got this support created over here, right? Higher high. Now, if you look on the candle wise, on the candlesticks itself, so I know, alarm going off. If you look on the candlesticks itself, you're gonna see this area over here. What happened over here, right? So over here, was you had the bullish momentum of that higher high, that higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And you can see that the candle closure over here, so we had a resistance created over here, right? And a support created over here. And then we have a new resistance created over here, retesting this break of structure area. Now it looks like that we made a lower low now, came back, retested it on the higher time frames, so the monthly time frame, for price to continue moving down. Now, what's very important, why the bearish structure is now, why the bias is now bearish, is because if we look over here, we have this downtrend over here. I'm really bad at making trend lines, so don't look too much at it. It's a little off. It's way off. So we have this trend line coming down from here. It's really blind, but let's just do like this. Okay, so the trend line coming over here, and you can see the trend is coming down. We're making those lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And what's important to note is that we had a breakout over here. So here it broke out. You can see this area to the left, break of structure area. I'm gonna call this a B, right? We had this break of structure area. Push up, higher high, higher low, higher high, came back down, retested this break of structure area again to the left, higher high, higher low, failed higher high, which is doing the same thing on the monthly time frame. That wick that comes up, taps the resistance, comes down, closes rejecting. Now this is a way more rejecting than the monthly time frame, obviously, but take in consideration we broke these lows again and closed below with this candle over here. So preferably what we want to see happening now is this candle pushing further down. Now we do have to keep in mind that the monthly candle also needs to make a bigger top wick, but there is a chance that we're going to make a run for these levels, or maybe even this line over here, push inside and dump back down if really the bias is fully bearish. And that's one thing we have to be looking for. Like if the entire things flip over here and the weekly candle gets broken on the highs and closes above, yes, then we might change bias to bullish to go back up to 1900, right? But for now we have broken the daily support. So what we're looking for now is we're looking for this candle to make a lower low, which it already pretty much did. And we're looking for it to come back towards this area, 1790, 92. 92 would be on point to take sells. Now, I already took a little bit of sells myself because I saw 5-minute rejection at an area to the left. And then we want to let that price push down towards that 720. Now, is there a chance that we're going to go down that deep again? Maybe. Maybe. But I'm also seeing price really go towards those 1900s, and especially breaking these equal highs, because you got to keep in mind we got equal highs over here, and equal highs are meant to be broken, which why I'm thinking it's maybe going to do a run for those equal highs. It's really on point equal highs over here, as you can see. Equal high, equal high, equal high, equal high, right? So for now it's bearish. And when this price starts showing bullish momentum, then we're going to see let that price break structure and then take buy further up towards higher levels. But there we go. Look at that rejection. 5 minutes. 30 up. Get it? So let the price make a lower low now. For the people that are in, well done. For people that are not in, let it move. Let it do its thing. It's first day of the month. Don't try and be captain, or cowboy, I mean. Captain, what the fuck? Let it do its thing. Figure out a good entry after that. Especially there's always a tomorrow. I'll take my PT. 80. Oh, Mike. Needs to continue moving down. That rejection of 5 and is perfect. Oh, shit. Yeah. No bottom wick on that 1 hour. Good. There we go. About to buy gold. I know. Well, it might pull back. Like I'm not gonna lie. It might pull back. On the 1 hour, it looks good, but it might pull back a little higher to 83.7 something. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I remember that. I back tested on the weekend what you said last stream on London. Nature is fake out and timing, and the result was just wow. Exactly, new demo. Just have to back test it, and you'll be Gucci. Revo, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Those likes are rookie numbers. Those likes are rookie numbers. But yeah, did I just delete all my analysis? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't put. Oh, I did everything on Zoom. Yeah, I want to go back on the daily time frame to 92 something. 92 something. That's a very nice level. Picture. We have multiple levels over there. below over here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. This 4-hour rejected away again. So, but it's at this support. My first TP is at this support, and I don't know if we're gonna make that just now because that 1-hour candle closure. So we might just have a pullback before we're even gonna drop further. Let's see. The 5 minutes, it's doing great work because the 5 minute did a fake out again. Indeed, rookie numbers. Come on, you guys. Do you know the vibe? Hit the ting. Exactly, Cryptominer. You know the ting. You know it. So, yeah, we might have a pullback towards this level over here. Maybe on the 15-minute time frame, a little higher, 84. And continue down. Look at the 5-minute time frame. This candle is a little dodgy. Well, we had rejection to the upside. We're now rejecting to the downside. If we break this area over here, we do have a chance for price to make a higher high, higher low to go back up towards 87. So we do have to be a little bit careful on that. But if you're already at break even, you don't really care about it anyway. So let it just move. Let it do its thing. The 5 minute was absolutely perfect. Like, this is what you need to wait for. Go back test. Go back. Like, I missed this entry because I was stupid. I was doing something else. So I got in like over here. Right? My entry is all the way over here. Wasn't the best entry. Right? But still fine. I was still up like with 30 something, 35 pips. So, but the thing is, like, analyze everything from that 8 o'clock Frankfurt Open. So Frankfurt Open, now the times have changed right now, so you have to be very mindful of when you're going to be trading and when you're going to be entering your positions, because the winter time change is not going to be the same anymore. So you have to really be careful and look out on what time you usually got into price. How about wait for 87 for sells? No, I would, if you wait for 87 for sells, you should wait for 92 for sells. Because we already had 87 sells right here. Extremely nice 5-minute candle. This right here. Right? The entry was either when this candle flipped, when this candle closed, or when this candle broke the previous low. So there's 3 possible entries for you right there. Now, this 5-minute over here, this structure over here is not looking that nice. So let's see what's going to happen on that. Oh my days. There's people selling over here. That's stupid. You should not be selling over here. If you wanted to get in sells, you should have at least be selling above this area over here somewhere. I was in late myself, I gotta be honest with you, but I've loved gold sells from 94.50 area. Today I agree with like 100%. Well, it's good, right? Yeah, let's see if we can make that happen in. US Canada time change is weekend coming up. Everybody needs to remember that if the plan is holding into new, yeah, you have to be very, very careful with that. And it's very, I understand, like, it's very fucking confusing, like very confusing. And I understand that, but what I do is just I take an hour off. I have my watch, like the time of your phone updates automatically, right? Do a top down on gold. I already did that, but I'll do it again. Don't worry about it. The time on your phone automatically changes, but what I do is I just leave the time on my watch the same time, so I don't, like, I always know what the actual summertime opens are and all of that, because those are actually the same times that you're executing. Because you gotta understand now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, instead of we open on the 4-hour time frame at 7 o'clock, we open at 6 o'clock. That means that an hour after that it's Frankfurt Open, right? So that's important to note down, or at least trade the same times. And then people might say, yeah, but you're like that the Open is later then, right? Yes, it might be, But just to make sure, you want to always trade at the same time. So I just stick to summertime. Summertime is for me the best time. Stick to the summertime time frame. That's what I like the most. Now we might have a fake out. If we have a push up further up, and that's why people are looking for buys, is that price might pull back because we have this London Open over here. Now if you go back test again, we can do the we might do a back testing session maybe this weekend or whatever. But you can see London Open price over here. Hey, we have this price open there over here. Now you gotta ask yourself, so that are they fine with this price? Probably not, right? Probably not. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna push price up to previous breakup structure levels over here maybe, or maybe they push the price over here. That's possible as well. 86, or maybe all the way up to 92 to get really the best entry. But I see that happening in New York if it wants to do that. If it not wants to do that, it might dump just further down, and then New York is going to get entries maybe at 82,500, or maybe at other levels. We don't know yet, but that's a possibility, because they always want to have a better price, and they want to fake you out, and then everyone's going to be looking for buys, and then shit's going to go to shit, and then, you know, everyone's crying. That's the thing. So if you're in for buys over here, then you're fine, you're Gucci. But be careful. Don't start like trying to buy at 84 too. Well, you could if you really like to, because some people want to buy that high. But let's see. London Open is in 45 minutes. You mean Frankfurt? Ali, you have to understand that you want to be trading the same times. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. You want to be trading the same as summer times. You go to the 4-hour time frame right now and look at the open time with the 4-hour candle. Different in it. I always want to be trading an hour after 4-hour candle. Ali, time has changed. The time zones have changed. Winter time. Waiting for sales at night. How about that? Yes. Very fire. That's good. Well, it depends. What I used to do sometimes, just watch it, watch the price, watch the time, and that's what for most people are very important. Just watch the time, watch what's going on, watch what's happening, and then conclude for yourself as, hey, I'm gonna trade this time, I'm gonna trade an hour later. And that's your choice. For me, I already saw straight away the amount of movement that was happening, and you can see straight away here, my Frankfurt Open right now, we had a very nice push coming down for price to tap down like what, 50, 60 pips. That's the average movement for London session on gold. If you go back to the previous days, go back test the previous months, go back test the biggest moves in London session, or at least with the correct bias, you're gonna see 60 pip moves. Right? That might be happening right now where my price is pushing further up. It made the move, so we have to, you know, look out, be careful, and then see if we can do something about it. I might get stopped out on this one. I already took some profits, so I don't really care that much, but let's see. Just missed my partial TP at 40 pips, 5 pips away from it. Have to be seeing why I did that. But yeah, you gotta understand that there's money up here. There's people again. Well, this is all lower time frame, so they don't watch this too much. But people would buy stops over here. People are buying over here, so that's might be a reason why it's coming down, up and down right now. So let's see. over here as well, you're gonna understand that these highs, if you look on the 1 hour time frame, that there's so many orders over here. So they're just gonna get all those orders in, push you all in, and then everyone's like, yeah, we're breaking up, we're breaking up. You see this rejection to the downside, we're breaking up, and then tap everyone in and dump you on price, break below this area 83, and people get into sells. And that's the thing. People, like, okay, let me explain this. People get into buys over here, and people get into sells over here. This area over here is very, very offline, but don't matter. Like, let's focus on this level. People get into sells over here. Now the problem is that either way, London is gonna fake you out. And what I mean by that is that price is gonna push up, yeah, take you all in, and everyone's be happy because we're at buys and we're 5 pips up, and then price dumps on you. And what price does, price starts breaking the previous lows right here, right? Price starts breaking the previous lows, and everyone's like, we just got into buys over here, shit stopped us out, now we're gonna run after the price, and we're all gonna get into sells because we're breaking the lows over here, right? Then everyone gets into sells, yeah, shit get pushed up, yeah, there's already people out because you're gonna understand most people don't even have 10 pip stops, right? Price pushes further, people again, oh, I'm gonna get back into sells, and then shit starts breaking the high again. But what you want to be doing, like, first of all, you want to be looking at your own buys. Like, I'm not looking for buys today. I am looking for sells. Even if it goes all the way up to 92, yes, there's a bullish bias. Price is pushing up. From there, I want to be looking for sells because the daily time frame has a nice wick to fill. The weekly close bearish. Monthly has rejection. So bullish momentum, do all you want. I don't care how high you go up. I'm going to be looking for sells. So what you want to be doing at those moments is that you want to be looking at these areas instead of all the people that are buying, or instead of you that's trying to buy. Start looking for sells. You start looking for, like, hey, I'm still in the sell bias, right? And I don't really want to sell over here, right? You don't really want to do that because it's stupid. Because this is the entire range that you're missing out on if you don't sell already, and then you're already risk free. So what's important to do is look at those zones, what you're in, and especially, like, I can't talk for New York because New York is different. New York can push through. So then you're going to be looking at maybe resistance or certain zones or certain rejection areas for sells instead of looking for buys trying to break these highs and let the price continue moving up, because that's going to be a very hard trade for you. It's going to be very hard. So when your bias is bearish, you're not going to be looking to take buys anyways, and then you're going to be looking for sells over here, right over here. You're not going to be looking for sells over here, right? So that's very important to note for yourself, is where am I going to sell? Where is my sell going to be? Am I going to be selling the low? Because actually, if you're really selling the low, your stop should, if you're selling over here, your actual stops should be above the structure. So it should be over here. It doesn't make sense, right? And then people, yeah, but we can put it on the lower time frames. Yeah, but the actual structure is over here, right here. So then you're gonna ask yourself, like, how is my risk reward gonna be if I have such a big stop loss? It's gonna be shit, right? It's gonna be absolute shit. So look for yourself what the best possible entries are gonna be with the best risk reward for yourself. And if it's a high probability or not, just backtest it for yourself. Look at the times. Here you can see 805, break of the lows, 810. 810 was the actual time price started moving. 805, 810. Now you're gonna look for yourself and say, how long did this move take? How long did it take place? So we're gonna look over here. We're gonna put a line, the vertical line over here. So we're gonna say, hey, we had that fake out on the 5-minute time frame. Now valid entries would be at 10. Cowboy entries will be at 805. I like the cowboy entries, but that's me, right? Then we had the move coming pretty much from the high to the low that we have made over here, and we can see that this exactly took around 1 hour, 55 minutes to an hour, right? Now you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back into the charts, and you're gonna be looking at 8 o'clock, not 7 o'clock, right? You're gonna be looking at 8 o'clock. because that's important to note. You can see over here, if you look at those 4 hours, very strange. Let's see. Oh, 6 hour. Oh, I was about to say, I was like, what the fuck? See, you're gonna get them at 7 o'clock open. So you're gonna be looking at last month. You need to look at 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. So when you start looking at 8 o'clock, and you're gonna be looking at when price is gonna move, you're gonna count for yourself and say, okay, this time price moved till this time. How many pips did it move? How clean was the move? Where did the move come from? Was it bullish, bearish? What time frames did it show up on? How could I catch it? That's all you need to know. And when you know that price is going to move in between Frankfurt Open and 20 minutes or 30 minutes later, then you're going to be looking for entries. If price comes up to one of those resistances, you know that they're just getting people in just before London Open to dump the price. So think logically about it. When price is also this low, right? It's all fine that the candle closed this low. I don't mind. Like, let it do its thing. But you know for yourself is, yes, sometimes price pushes through because it already did a pullback before London Open for price to continue moving down. But it did that over here, but it was not that big. If you start counting it, we have this low over here, right? It's low over here at 40, 45. Price was like, all right, we got London Open coming soon up. It pulled back around 16 pips. Average, decent. It's not that great, but it's not bad, right? And then we have that London candle closure over here, which can say like, okay, we already had a little pullback. Can it go further down? No, as you can see, it wants a bigger pullback. So what I like to see is like 20 pip pullbacks after London Open or before London Open, before I'm really gonna be looking for anything at London Open. So at Frankfurt Open, it's fine to already get into a trade because then you can already be safe of what happens at London Open. So you wanna start counting, like how far is price pulling back every time at London Open, and does price continue? So let's say the trend is bearish, London Open is coming up, right? London Open is coming up, price is pushing down. Let's do some green candles for a moment, and then we got London Open right over here. Price is down over here. Is price gonna pull back up? How far is price gonna pull back up? And is price gonna continue? That's all you need to know. Is price gonna continue the trend? Yes or no? That's all you need to know. So once you do that, once you start looking at those things every single day, and you start back testing the things, and you start looking back in the charts and writing them down, you're gonna say average pullback is around this and this and this. Average time of the pullback is around 15 or 20 minutes. I don't know. Like, that's what you need to find out yourself, right? Because I might look at something different than you, right? So you gotta look at all those little things, and once you know all these little things, you can expect price to continue after pulling back, right? I love getting up early to trade, but I don't think London traders are getting work an hour earlier. Well, Oliver, it's still the same time that you trade, so it's 50-50, right? You have to make a decision for yourself. Like, yes, Frankfurt Open might be still at their desk at 8 o'clock, even though the time went back, right? But it could also say that in 30 minutes, London Open is still going to be the same, right? People are at the same time at the desks, as an example, right? But for me, I just want to trade at the same times. And if it doesn't work out, that's what the thing is. You're gonna be looking at the charts again, and you're gonna say for yourself, okay, here, London Open. Yes, normally it's an hour in front, but now the volume starts showing at the actual time. So then we're gonna move to the actual time. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do, right? Can start the session at Frankfurt Open, although the same. Frankfurt, yeah, pretty much. I'm about to get stopped out. 4 pips. It's all fine. Okay. It was a bummer though. 5 pips away from a partial PT, partial take profit. So yeah, that's what you need to really know. And if you go back, let's say maybe Friday or something. Let's look on Friday or whatever day. Let's look on Friday. I think Friday was a little dodgy day. It's a little weird, but let's look on Friday. We put 805 right here. right here, right? And the only thing you have to do, put your time zones. This is the times I trade, where I'm allowed to, you know, put in an order. Right now, this was a little dodgy because it went up, down, up, down. You can see London here, Frankfurt Open pushed the price down, right? As you can see, price started pushing back up again, and then price started to sell off. 835, sell off, sell off, sell off. Price closed low into the zone, so you can say, hey, the same thing is happening right now over here. Price goes low into the zone, right below this area, because we have this support created over here, close below. It might make a run for those highs, as we were talking up before, get people into buys, and then drop the price after, right? Right? So, as you can see, we can see there was a huge pullback over here, huge pullback. And after that, you can see that all the people were taken in just after London Open. You can see this is 9:05, 9:10, 9:15. 9:15, everyone gets into buys. You're not telling me right now that people don't get into buys right now, at that moment. So everyone gets into buys, and then they dump the price going further down with London continuation again. And that's what you have to be very, very careful for. Fake out to the top side, fake out to the downside first, fake out to the top side. Well, it's closure to the downside. Fake out to the top side, continuation, lower low. Now this is a low, higher time frame pullback, continuation. Right? So this is what you really need to know, and you're gonna say for yourself, like, hey, actually, today we started moving at 9:15, so 15 minutes after London Open. How long did this move take? Well, we can see this move took from that 9:15 all the way to 10:30, because it closed here at 10:30. It was further, but this is the end of our session. 1 hour and 50 minutes. Then we're gonna say for ourselves, like, hey, first of all, how could we catch this move? That was a very hard catch, like a very hard catch, right? You're going to say for yourself, okay, the actual move was 58 pips. Now we're going to go back. We're going to go back over here, right? What was the actual move all the way from down to down? 57 pips. So everything comes in the same fucking space all the time. If you start backtesting it, it looks the exact same. All the days start looking the same. And not all of them, but most of them, right? Get it? Have you analyzed Euro USD yet? I don't really look at it, but send in the chart first, and then I'll take a look at it. And on the daily time frame, let's just for a moment. On the daily time frame at 29th, no, not remove all drawings, but look away. We have a nice wick to fill. You can see the candle close very nicely. This is going to be our target. Target that wick fill 71. Look at the time, 7. So that's what we're looking for. Right, there is a zone over here, which we can see on the left side as well happening. We have some supports formed, some resistance formed, push through, didn't care, support, resistance formed. So it's also doing some dodgy shit over there, but overall should be good. Still in it, so see if I get tapped out or not. Pretty fun. So yeah, that's a couple things you have to be looking out for while trading. On the 4-hour time frame, we have closed above this area, but again with some rejection. This is retested this area over here. I do maybe see a retest over at this area over here, that 92 and maybe that 94 something around that area, for price to continue moving down after on. And that's that daily level over here, that 92.5, 92.7, around that. Thanks for sharing great knowledge, Reddy. No worries, man, no worries. Appreciate you watching us. Are you short or long? Give your feedback. I already was short for a long time ago, so don't worry about that. You open subtitles. I need to find out where I need to do that. Let me see. It should be already on, I think. When is your course coming? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Probably this week. Well, it's not a course, but it's community. This week. You know what? This week. But I have to wait for like a couple things which are fucking annoying. But then everything will be fixed. Like everything is already up and running. That's the thing. Everything is already up and running. But I have to wait for a couple things because you have to set up a business for it. Otherwise, you can't make money. There's money fucking all. Yeah, you have a problem, right? So it's all laying at like the it's called the Chamber of Commerce and all a couple things to do over there. And then when that fixed, it's very very soon, like very very soon. Oh, how much will your community cost? That's a good question. I already know it. I already know it. Um, but do I want to say it yet? I don't know yet. But Janice's Janice, I mean, go look at different ones, and it's gonna be around the same. Gonna be around the same as all the other ones. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but it's average. It's normal price. Not that crazy. Please update us, sir. Thanks. Yes, yeah, perfect. I will do. Will do. It's like it's this close right now. This close on starting. So, Jay, he's doing some programming business. I don't know where he is. See this 5 minute getting weak. Breaking the lows. It's very nice. Very, very good. I like this. Hopefully it can continue now. Made a lower low, lower high. And now I want to create a new lower low. Breaking that 40 pip at level. At 81, like 7 or something it was. 81.5. I'm looking to short gold at 91. Do not think it will get there. Yes. Yeah, I don't know yet. I see it coming there. But it maybe be at like New York or something. Which time frame is the best for trading if you are a day trader? Oh well, depends on how long you want to hold your position. It depends on how big you want your stops to be, right? That's the thing you have to ask yourself. If so, day trader. If you want to scalp, you want to swing it. Oh, like 4 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour. Very important. Daily time frame, weekly time frame. Like I know some people now that they changed towards more swing type trading. It's very relaxing. Like I've looked at them doing the same thing, and now I'm having bigger targets as well. It's just stop losses are a little bit bigger. Targets are also a lot bigger, and then your runners can walk for days. The thing is, like you wanna let that position work for you instead of working very short when you want them to work like click on, click off. You want them to work when you're asleep. So what I'm trying to do lately now is get my positions up to break even. I have a runner that's fucking stupid numbers all the way down, right? Like if you're gonna go to the 4 hour time frame, let's say you sell over here, then you're gonna put your TP all the way at 60 or something, or maybe even lower, right? Maybe even lower. Then you're gonna say for yourself, like, hey, either this position is gonna take me out at break even, or it's gonna run through my partial TPs to take profit all the time, right? So and that's when you're starting to let that position go into passive income. Well, and then everyone's gonna be like, yeah, but passive income, this and that. But as an example, to put it in perspective, it's going to become that for the moment. Which time frame is the best for trading? Oh, I already read that. Yeah, that's it. Yo, guys, those likes are rookie numbers. We nearly have 250 people in and only 50 likes. We're missing 200 people. Get those likes in. Oh, those numbers, those are rookie numbers. Pump those numbers up. Also, for the people that have not subscribed yet, we do this every single day, share our knowledge. Also with some people, sometimes the Zoom is, at the moment, there's no one in the Zoom. Normally, with a couple of people, I didn't invite anyone. That's the problem. I have to start doing that more. But if you have not, make sure you do, because that's very appreciated. So yeah, that's gold. Gold, we're just waiting. Hopefully it can go down. 5-minute closed. Okay, but it's also not okay. So yeah, let's see. It's like 50-50 now if it wants to make a run again, like 2090 did, or I want to go further down. Did you put the Zoom link in Slack? No, I didn't. I'm all alone in this one. I can do, if you want to. If you want to join, have a little chat and that. I'll drop it now. So, I like your strategy, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the great analysis. No worries, Esther. Gbp Usd long soon. Yes, let's take a look at some different pairs. I'll drop the link of the thing in there for a moment. There we go. Dump it. There we go. So, put it in. Give me one moment. Do it in a second. Right. Go. Let's take a look at GJ and Gbp Usd and shit. Take a look. Ooh. Oh shit. Move this purple shit. Okay. Monthly sort of closed above this level over here. Only by 20 pips. That's yeah. I don't know. Oh shit, I live in Japan. I'm like Henry in Japan and that. Shit. Goddamn boy. I'm enjoying life. But weekly time frame, we're rejecting this resistance. Let's see how this candle closed. Very, very nasty. So I'm seeing myself, if we look on the daily time frame, I see pushing further down towards these lows over here. Retesting one of these levels here to the left. Now we gotta see for ourselves, like, hey, do I see it pushing to the first level, second level, third level, or at the break of structure area? That's what we have to be looking out for. We have a previous monthly resistance over here, which was a problem. We had a rejection away from it, so if we put a line over here, what we're gonna see, what are we gonna see? We had a previous level over here. Yeah, I would be looking for price to come around here, start taking buys again, buys further up. You go on the monthly time frame. Monthly is going to be that retest area to the left, comes back in, taps, and continues up again. Could also come back towards this level and then continue. That's what I would be looking for. If we go into the, because we made a higher high now, right? On the lower time frames, we have broke the structure, right? On the daily time frame, you can see we remove everything for a moment, and then put the fucking line back over here. I think it was over here, right? Where did I put it? Yeah, it was over here. So over here, daily time frame, yeah. So we're looking at around this box to come back. If we look at the daily time frame on GJ, we can see that we have this higher high created. First we had this higher high created with a higher low over here, right? Now what's important to note is that this was the most recent support right here, just below 57. Now what happened, as you can see, we rejected away from this area, pushed down, made a lower low, pushed back up, retested this area here to the left, continued down, lower low, came back up, retested this area over here, made a new fresh resistance, price closed below again with the daily time frame, so I'm expecting it to drop further now. Now, as you can see, it very nicely retested this area over here. So if you're in from sells over here, you can expect this daily candle to flip, fill the wick, and maybe continue even further down. Now, we have not seen the 4 hour yet, so if you go to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that the previous 4 hour candle has closed bullish, and that there's a very, very, very strong support sitting around this area. So, what we're talking about is that, yo, Shats, my man, Jazzy. So, what we're talking about is that 4 hour on gold. Yeah, thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. So we had some bearish momentum working over here. Looking at the 4 hour, put it into a bigger perspective. We again have this high over here. Now on the 4 hour time frame, we pretty much started breaking structure over here. We can see, because this is the most recent support which got broken, right? Then we formed the break of structure. Okay, so we had that structure broken over there. Price pulled back up, retested this level one more time after that pull down. Let's do it in a different color because it's very, very hard to see now. Price pushed down lower, lower low, lower high. Now, then we had a very nice retest. Continuation, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then filled lower low. Higher time frame pullback, higher time frame retest. Right? Maybe on the daily time frame. You can see daily time frame retest over here. Back again. Right, and then we started to continue moving further down. Made a lower low. Wasn't that much lower, but it was a lower low, so it still counts a little bit. And then lower time frame pullback, lower high, lower filled lower low again because we tapped against the support. Pull back towards this break of structure area over here. And that's what you see on those 4 hours. On the daily, there might be a break of structure, but on the 4 hour, there's again a break of structure. This is a perfect sell zone, and I know someone who took this one. It's on point and it works every single time. Break of structure, lower low, target has formed. You can see the target is pretty much being retested. Now, then we had a break of structure over here, right? Because before it went all the way up to onto this box, we had a break of structure over here, which pulled price up. As you can see, let's remove these lines for a moment, which pulled price up, and it did not retest the area yet. Came back down, retested this. Yeah, buys were valid at this moment. Well, I was like, I was not in this time trading or anything. I was not looking at GJ, but if I was here, I would 50-50 on it. But buys were valid, and then tap of that retest area, continuation down again. Now the problem over here is that first of all we had a break of structure over here, 56.6, and now we had some dodgy ass business going on here at this support, right? So what we have to be careful for is, yes, we have these equal lows over here, but are we going to break them in the beginning of this month? Now, this kind of already retested the daily retest area. I know some people would be waiting for 56.6, but it already tested this level. So there's a chance that this might continue to drop further down, retest the low, and continue further down. What I would personally do if you're not in this trade on GJ, then I would personally wait for price to come back up to 56.6 at that retest area before going further down. W, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you're good as well. So that's what I would be personally doing. Now it's already too late for sells. If you want to be in sells, you should have already been in, because then you're already up a good amount. It stops at break even pretty much. And if it decides to go one more time further up, then you can start looking for the, you know, for yourself to take it. On the 1 hour, it could still go up towards that 56.65. So, but overall, very nice movement on GJ. Like, and that's why a lot of people switched from gold back to GJ, is because GJ is showing pretty nice moves again. As you can see on GJ, on the break of structure zones, it's really nicely working. Every time price breaks structure, it comes back, retesting, continues moving up, and it's the same thing happens over and over again. What I mean by that is, let's say over here, right? Let's say over here, you had this little box of consolidations. You had the push, right? And we had this base over here, and then we had the push again. A higher high formed, push back down, retest the high again. And sometimes it pulls down further, but that's why you need to have stop. Oh my god, sorry. That's why you need to have stop below the structure, and not over here. Those are too tight. How do you know they tested that area? Well, just look at the candles. Look at the candlesticks and look at the break of structure areas. If you look at the break of structure areas, that's the only thing you have to see, right? And the reason why is because if you look over here, right, yeah, the break of structure going up, right, up, took everyone into sells over here, but this was a retest on the daily time frame, created support, break of structure, continuation down, retest of this break of structure over here, and then a retest of the lows again. So if you look at that constantly, yes, it's grabbing pretty much liquidity to continue moving further down. That's pretty much what it is, to pull back, right? But it's pretty much a retest of the break of structure area. So, gold. I think it tapped me out. No, did it? Yes, it did. What a bitch. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh my god. It tapped me out. Okay, by 2 pips. And now it's down 20 again. That's why putting stops at break even is not always the smartest thing. But yeah, as we were talking about this, if you reverse the stream again and we were talking about gold, gold was not buys. It was coming back up to a retest at the levels we were looking for. Now, I already had my stops at break even. I got taken out. It is what it is. You know, I don't care. It is what it is. I already took profit at a good amount anyways. But that's why you have to be very careful. It's just all these people start looking for buys all of a sudden. And what happens, everyone starts buying and the shit's going to dump again. Right? So, well, Ryan Silva, like if you know it that good. Let me show you some more things in a minute. So that's why you have to be very careful with these levels. Yeah, pretty much. Right? Can't do much about it. Bonjour de France. Je m'appelle Luc. Croissant. Baguette. I had a word with Frank. I don't know which one that was. Pretty fun. Welcome, welcome. Down for pips. And we have a 1 hour candle closure. Flipping again. As you can see. So, buys were not valid. Oh my days. That's fucked up. 2 pips out. Look how fast that move is. Look how fast that move is. Shit. It just tapped me out by 2 pips. That's a bummer right there. That's a bummer right there. The entry was like, I think it was like, yeah, it was a shit entry though. It's not that good. Like, we're over here. Yeah, 2.2 pips, and now it's down 35 again. That's how fast it can go. It's crazy. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. That's why you want to get those 5-minute entries. I missed that entry. And with those 5-minute entries, you're always safe. It goes back to maybe 10 pips and then shit dumps again. My days. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 2 pips. That's a bummer. What was your confirmation for a sell? Well, this area was not going to break anyways. I was looking at some time frames here on the 4-hour. We're tapping against this previous level, broke lower, and we had this support sitting over here, which was tapping against. And I saw price having some problems. You can see this first 30-minute already was having some issues. It's kind of closed above, but it barely closed without a top. Like it barely closed with a top wick, right? Then on the 15-minute time frame, you can see again same thing, same thing. We have an area over here, which was also some sort of a rejection area. If you go further left, we have also some levels over here which are rejecting, right? And once I start looking at that, I went to the 5-minute time frame. This line is wrong. I went to the 5-minute time frame. I was looking like, hey, where could I be able to get an entry for sells? And alarm goes off. And then I was looking at the 5-minute, and I stepped away from him for like a couple minutes because I had to do something real quick. And then I missed this 5-minute entry over here. This was the perfect entry. This is what we call the koala candle right here, right? Yeah, the 71. I was looking at that too. If you know, take me out by 2 pips. Now it's been a big amount. But I don't care. So this area over here was the best possible entry for sells. This level over here, 4-hour zone, 5-minute candle. That's it. 4-hour zone, 5-minute candle. Now, because I missed that, I was looking like, hey, okay, what's the second thing I can do to get into this trade? Was that what is Koala candle that you just mentioned? That's Koala taking the trade on the 5-minute candle. So, then I was looking like, okay, how can I enter this trade later on? And it was in the same time frame, like second next minute candle, 5-minute candle. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna come back up anymore. And then I was like, I saw this 15-minute low getting broken, which is far from what I usually like, but it's all fine. So I took that, closed out top bottom wick, so that was a little concerning, but pushed further down, so that was pretty nice. Now this retest was exactly at the levels where this break of structure was in the 5-minute time frame. So you can see this break of structure in the 5-minute time frame. That's why I was a little concerned about my entry on the long run. And then you can say, yes, why not keep your stops all the way up here? Yeah, you can, but I was already up, like you can see from the level where I was in from, I was already up around 35 pips. And I'm not gonna let my position go into drawdown again after 35 pips, right? That does not make sense. So it just tapped my area, like right here, took me into 2 pips drawdown and pretty much took me out and dropped further on. Then it would have been my second PTP at 40 pips, but it's all right. You know, it is what it is. And the only reason why I know it was already a little concerning because price is always gonna retest, right? Price moves, comes down, makes lower low, and it's gonna retest the most recent zone it broke. And here on the 5-minute, you can see it's a retest in the 5-minute zone before continuing further down to make a lower low. And that's why I always want to get those candles over here, because those candles over here, this little candle over here, that's the candle that's most of the time never gonna get taken out, and it's always free to go, right? So it is what it is, and you know, next time better. Or I'll leave the stop a little bit higher. That's what you could also do. Now for me, it's like, yeah, I didn't even notice it because I was looking at GJ. So it's all Gucci. I knew it was close towards my my thing, but there you can see it just, you know, there's a lot of people that get in over here, and then yeah, they tap them out like me. Should have known, but it's all good. It's all Gucci. Yeah. What's up, Luke? Just joining your gang for the first time. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. What should I buy now? No, are you mad? Have to wait. Wait. 30-minute again. Look at that. 30-minute closed bearish again. 1 hour rejecting. But it's also weak bearish, right? It's also weak bearish. But the 30-minute has closed below. Pulling back up at that 1 hour candle open. First 2-3 minutes are times you have to avoid if you haven't seen it happening over and over and over again.
Hey man, you're up 50 more likes. It's pretty good from when you said it.
Oh shit, yeah man. Alright man.
Hey, so where's everybody at?
What do you mean?
Like the old gulag.
Yeah, no idea man. Well, I didn't invite everyone, so that was the thing.
Ah, that's cool.
Sometimes just do shit on my own. Also pretty good to focus.
Hell yeah. Nah, looks good, man. I mean, it looks like you You're hitting it. You're hitting every point and stuff like that. It's like you refined your strategy.
Yeah, yeah, I did a lot of back testing. Now at some point, just a couple things still to do, but overall it's pretty good. But
Yeah, I was looking back into those order blocks and stuff, and I was trying to trying to figure out just like how you're doing. When you get the break of structure,
yeah,
and when price goes back and hits it, and then continues to start going down. Yeah, it really does work out.
yeah, it does. Yeah, I sometimes look at order blocks, but it's just something I just take in consideration, right?
Yeah,
It's not like, oh, I see order block now, I'm gonna buy or now I'm gonna sell, right? It's just
right.
when everything comes into one spot, um, it just makes sense for me to do something.
Yeah, yeah. Take a little bit from everything that you learned, and then tie it all together to get your confluence. And
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. 100%. Just doing one thing, one strategy it's all right, but finding out more strategy, finding out more things about the market is just gonna refine everything. That's what it did for me because I already first I traded only the strategy of just bear price action of breakouts, and that's just not smart.
you feel that you made your percentage, your win rate has been more since you started doing it this way than when
100%, yes. Thing is, I did have very good risk management, right? So if I lost a trade on that on one of those, I only would have lost like most of the time was like between 30 or 40%, 25% of what I was actually risking. But it does not make sense because overall times of breakouts are very like of continuation of breakouts are very low. You can see over here breakout. Yeah, then you would have bought, and you fucked. Then you would have sold over here. Then shit's maybe goes down 10 pips, and then you fuck it again, right? So most of the time, selling that low or buying high is just really stupid.
right? No, yeah, I've been watching you, man. Your shit's on point now. I'm
Thank
like,
you, man.
damn. I said, Luke has been coming up.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, brother.
You're in that one group as well, right? Or which one are you in?
Um, what do you mean?
Are you in the recuse group
Yeah.
or in the
What do you call it?
market fluidity or the other one?
Raj. Right. Yeah. I mean, I joined like, man, a long time ago, but I've been working and stuff like that. I'm a buyer for like this Johnson Controls company,
Okay,
and I had to go like to Mexico and stuff like that, and they really don't have much of their internet and stuff like that is not really good. So I was really not just I was just watching you trade and stuff like that. So I really couldn't get
nice
on
man,
and
nice.
actually trade myself because I didn't want to, get in the trade and then
Cut
I couldn't
internet,
get out.
no stop loss, 5 lot.
Yeah. I'm fucking broke. All that money I'm making will be broke as fuck.
Oh, that's good
No,
discipline.
yeah. So I've just been watching. I've been watching you. I mean, changing your style and stuff like that. And I was like, shit, man. I
Yeah,
said he's
had
being
to do it.
consistent. It's pretty good.
Had to do it. I had to change it. I had to learn new things because just one thing is not. You're not gonna make it out with just doing one thing. You
Yeah.
have to learn the other things as well. Like you have to know more about the markets, more about what's going on, where the big guys are looking at as well.
Hell yeah. How long
So,
you been trading?
no, it's pretty much just over 2 years now. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
pretty good. YouTube
Hell
started YouTube around February.
yeah. Yeah. I remember.
Cool as well. Shit started flying.
So it does it pay good?
Yeah, it pays, but it's not much at all. It's like very little.
Oh shit.
Like once you start getting bigger, like Raku or something, like he's already at like 120,000 sub,
Yeah.
then it's different, right? But
Oh
overall,
shit.
YouTube does not like it's oh shit, my screen just turned off. Well, it's not really that great, but I don't really care about that anyways. Focus on trading,
Right.
make a
No
little
man. Yeah. You
community.
help a lot of people out. Stuff like that. So it's pretty
Yes,
cool.
it's all free content, so pretty good. Got a question in the chat. Look, do you use magic keys? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But most of the time, I'll also you just use the MetaTrader close buttons and open buttons, because sometimes they can malfunction and then you're not in or whatever. Doesn't close. Welcome, welcome. So,
have you heard from Frank in them?
yeah, Frank is most of the time trading on his own, but he's also doing some side hustles. Most are trading on their own. It's more focused.
Yeah.
But I see too a lot happening as well. So much more focused. A lot better.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, we're about to hit 15.2k subscribers. Jeez.
That's nice.
Good. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do. Much appreciated.
And ring the bell.
Yeah, ring that bell. Screen is doing some weird shit. It's all fine. So, goals to continue moving further down. The 1 hour candle has opened, still bullish, but now just 1 hour retested this area over here. So we should be able to continue moving down after this. And that's what I'm seeing at least. There were enough opportunities, especially at this 5 minute over here. Saw some people getting in on this one. Very nice. I'm waiting 0.99 so I can be 50,200. Sure thing. Sure thing. We had someone asking Gbp Usd. Let's take a look at that. A little bit the same on as GJ. I would be waiting for GJ to tap that one of these zones for before you're gonna sell. The sell off 4 hour moment. Again, close below this structure. Let's remove everything for a moment. Remove everything for a moment. You can see that we had this support sitting over here. We had a breakthrough and a close below. And now we have this weekly candle creating a resistance at this area, and we have a low to fill. So my bias would be on the higher time frame, monthly, weekly. I would be looking for the next 2 weeks to start filling that low. On the daily time frame, also candles have closed below this area. Now the only thing you have to do is just wait for a retest at 1.37408. 408 on the daily time frame, have stops at 38.5. And then pull it all the way down towards this 34. Nah, but that was just look on the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. This is the most recent break of structure on the daily level. This level over here, 2026. Yeah, what I would do, we have created a new lower low. The 1 hour, you can see the break of structure over here. So you have to now say for yourself, okay, what level am I going to take in consideration, and what level am I not going to take in consideration? We can see over here. We start annotating. We had this break of structure over here. We had a break of structure going to the upside. We had a fake out. Price went up. Price went back down. Pushed down. Came back and broke low. Now, what's very important to note over here is that we have, once we started pushing away from this level, we have a lower low created. So what you're going to be looking for is either you're going to be looking for a price tap at this level, or you're going to be looking for a price tap at this level, for price to continue moving further down. That's what I would do. Maybe price is gonna fuck around and go somewhere inside this range over here. But that's what you have to see at the moment. It's gonna happen. Now it's too low to sell. Maybe you could buy back up, but my bias would be sell, so I would be keeping it on sells. But that's also a possibility for you to be able to do. So yeah, hey, I think you missed my question. Look at my chart. Chart. Did you put in the entire link or not? I don't see it. I really don't see it. So don't put in the entire link. Only like when you do this, you click copy link to chart image. You go to plus, you add it, and then only paste this part. Don't put in the entire link. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see it. So, that's what I would do. Everyone from Trading Orange is pushing. No, yes. I'm the last one, and I created it all. No, I ain't gonna be cocky. I'm just making jokes. Gary, shit. My man Gary, talking about that ting. Let's take a look at this chart. Let's take a little look. Let me plug in this. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Aside. Working out. Yes. Cable of my second screen was not in the. That's what she said. I didn't say much. Okay. Let's take a look at this and put the camera thing a little higher. Tell me when you have 199. I will come anytime. Sure thing. Wait, let me see how much we have right now. We have right now 83. So we have a couple to go. Well, can we make it today? I don't know. So let's take a look at this chart. Man be taking a sell right here. Yeah, it's a very nice opportunity, man. If you didn't get it over here, then this was the opportunity right here to retest the low of this level. Now you gotta be putting it into perspective for yourself. And what you do at that time is you look at the trend. Now you have broken the trend. This was a very nice sell for you. What I would be looking at is that from here we have this high, lower low, formed, lower low, came back to the most recent break of structure level on the 5-minute time frame. As you can see over here, retest, and then we had that retest of this low again, creating a new lower low. So we have this lower high over here. Was lower low, lower high, and then we have the high over here, right? And then for now, this is the new low. So let's see if we can keep on going down or not. Now, for some reason it was for some people it was a bummer, just like for me, it got taken out by 2 pips, but it's all Gucci, But that was a very phenomenal nice entry for the people that took that. I saw some people in some different chats taking it as well. So well done to that. Well done to them. I mean, very, very good. Let's see. Then we have another chart coming in. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is Euro Australian dollar. First of all, we do have Euro Bank holiday. So be careful for that. Abdul, we have Euro Bank holiday. Now let's go back. And we're gonna see what man's looking for. We have a 4-hour time frame. We have price making lower lows, price making lower highs, lower low, and then we had this breakout over here. We already had that retested. Yeah, I would be looking at the same level over here. Put stop somewhere over here, above this line over here. Maybe this is too high because then your risk reward is shit. Maybe go in the lower time frames and try and get a cheeky entry to get a smaller stop. But yeah, You have a lower low created, come back up, and then continue moving down to retest this lower low and further down because the trend is also bearish. Right? This is what I would do. But very nice chart. Next time, add a little bit more information. So you can see exactly what you're going to be looking for when price starts coming up towards the area where you want to be selling at. No worries, man. But again, be careful. It's not not the entire Europe is closed, but there are some banks like in Italy or in French in France. I mean that the banks are closed, so there might be a little less volume. Now that still banks in Amsterdam, Berlin, all these ones are German banks are still open, so there's still a lot of money coming through there. So there's still some volume. Some music. We have another chart coming in. Let's take a look. We're at the end of the song list. Let's go to the next page for a moment. We got a couple of songs there which we haven't played in a while. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. Oh shit. Okay. Is the I don't even see the time frame. Oh, 1 hour time for me. Century? Halfway over here. Well, if you took it on that, that's pretty good. Oh, it's on the, yeah, 30 minutes. Oh, I said 1 hour, 30 minutes, yeah. Are you bullish or bearish on gold? Right now I'm bearish. Look at this GJ 5-minute close bearish. Would you enter sells on the next? Look. It needs to go higher up. You want to go a little higher. You want to go over here. Still 20 pips away from that. It needs to go higher up. Yeah, eventually it was 9 pips away from it, but you wanted to go just a little higher. Since we are sending our charts, good job. We'll look at another one. Last chart. Yo, guys, those likes are still rookie numbers. We have over nearly 300 people in. Now we have around 240 people in. We still have 120 likes. We gotta push those up to at least 150. So, you want to sell the lows? Oh, they're located with bearish engulfing candle. But okay, I have questions on this one. I got questions on this one. Oh, it's good because at the end of the day, if you look at the higher time frames, this is not selling that low. Like if you would be selling over here, it would be like, bro. But right now, I'm just questioning myself why I didn't start selling earlier or higher up. Because you're in pretty low. You can see the candle, previous bullish candle closure was over here. That's fucked up. Well, it's going down, so I ain't gonna say much. But I wanted to be selling over here, here, or somewhere. At least you're not selling over here, so I can't say much about it. It's still okay. It's fine, but be careful. Be careful. Gbp Usd, please. Honolulu. That's the wrong chart. Fuck you do, man. That's the wrong chart. You copy pasted this part. You need to go into the camera icon. Or you I hit my TP there. Oh shit, nice. Nice. If you go to the camera icon, you follow my mouse. You go to the camera icon, you click on copy link to chart image, and then you copy paste the last part of the chart and then send it to me. Then you're Gucci. Um, I know, bro. You're right, but considering my strategy, I did not get the opportunity into earlier. Oh, then it's good, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if it works for you, everyone has their own opinion. For me, it's a little low, but it might be perfect for you. So, I can't say shit about it. Everyone trades a little different. The only thing I always say when you sell low or buying higher, they always uh tell people to watch out. And I see that you have pretty high, like you have a higher stop loss, right? So more swingy type one. You're trying to pull it down all the way to 72, so it's all fine. You have a lot of room for price to breathe. So it's all right because your target is not big as well, so it doesn't matter that much. So we already had a look at GBP USD. For now, we're going up, and then hopefully soon we're gonna go down. That's what I would be looking for. I think so. Was it? Was it? Look at that. It's always a little. You have to be looking at the lower time frames. You're gonna say for yourself, yeah, we're already tapping into this rejection area over here. I said myself like I would be waiting a little longer, but this is the thing. You don't always know when it's gonna turn, and that's why you have to be on time when shit's turning, right? Gold wise though, gold was a very nice sell. The only thing I didn't like was that we got tapped out at break even after 35 pips, and now shit's going further down. But that's fine. Let's take a look at this chart. We have the last chart. We caught the same sell. Ooh, she, god damn boy. Very nice. Are you still in it, Abdul, or not? Are you still in? I got tapped out by 2 pips. Hell is 35 up. Shit comes back up, taps me out, and dumps. I wasn't looking, so I couldn't do anything about it anyways, so it is what it is. I secured some profits. Jackson, I can't see it. But, let's see. I have this resistance over here. Okay. 1810. Then men start staking the sells at the exact same place as I did. Yeah, you're a G. Hold the thing to 72, you'll be Gucci, man. Maybe even lower. You'll be Gucci. Closed at 40. Yeah, I was up 35, and I was like, saw it doing some dodgy business, right? It had to come back up for a retest. I was like, yeah, let it go do a retest, and then just that. I was in too low. That was the problem. I should have been in higher at the 5 minute, but I missed that. Still got a good amount, so I don't care. Very nice entry. Very nice. You have a low to retest, so hold it to 72. You'll be Gucci. Yeah, see, it didn't go yet. It's just trying to get people in. It needs to go higher. It needs to go higher. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm ending the stream on this one. We've been streaming around now for 1.5 hours. Very nice thing to call out on this one. Very nice market structure for today. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to also turn on that bell notification to get notified when I go live, because the times are sometimes a little bit different. Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning again. Don't overtrade, don't over risk, don't be stupid, don't try to be a fucking cowboy or anything. And I'll see you then. Thank you, bye bye.